Hello there, Padaga. Okay, let's see. During the last several centuries, democracy was the most powerful idea that encouraged people and nations to move to some sort of paradise. Okay, go for simplicity because there's too much information there and it's difficult to understand the main idea behind. Okay, um, during the last several centuries, democracy was the most powerful idea that encouraged people and nations to move to some sort of paradise. Full stop. There's probably enough there, where each person would be a valuable part of a global society. Okay. Nonetheless, history changed everything. I can understand that history changed everything. History, yeah, that would need to be clarified somewhere. I don't really get it. At present, global markets and transnational corporations rule the world. That's a very big, sweeping statement. Be careful. It's better to say something like, at present, it is thought that, or it is widely believed that global markets and transnational corporations rule the world. They have enormous powers to control leaders and countries of the contemporary world. So we've already stated the world, okay, and we're kind of just repeating the same thing here. All right, you're saying they rule the world, and now you're saying they've got enormous powers to control leaders of the contemporary world. So we could just combine that into one sentence and make it more succinct. Idea to the idea that governments are no more controlling the markets as the money controls them. So who is them in this? I guess you're saying the governments, but I have to make that assumption because it could mean the markets or the governments. So you need to rearrange that sentence to make it clearer so there's no ambiguity. To begin with, democracy as a concept has been corrupted many centuries ago. Okay? Has been corrupted for many centuries. You need to use the present perfect correctly. Okay? For many centuries or for many centuries ago. When he has begun to rule the world, it is quite obvious that saying power, we mean money and vice versa. So once again, another sweeping generalization. Resources such as oil, coal, gas, and the others are the essential part of freedom for nations. So I thought we were talking about money, and now we're switching to resources, so it's a bit unclear where we're going. On one side of the current world order, there are developed countries such as the US, UK, and Germany. Their well-being is based on the resources from the developing countries, which leads to consequences. For example, if a leader of a developing country tries to use the oil industry for the benefits of its own nation, but without permission of the US, the latter bring democracy there. So that the word democracy nowadays is used for hiding the power of small groups of rulers. Okay, look, this is quite a complex topic, and you've chosen a very complex answer, okay? And we don't need complex or intelligent answers for the IELTS. We just need clearly communicated ideas because this is a language test, not an intelligence test. And it's easier for you to write it's easier for you to write simple ideas or to communicate simple ideas. Okay? And it's more effective, your communication, if you do it like that. Next, another threat for democracy are the global markets and plutocrats. Presidents, even the developed countries, must take into account the expectations of banks and corporations. Anyone with money affects the politics. The more money, the higher the influence. Okay, be careful. We need to keep it academic. This reads more like journalism. Okay, it's well written, but like these hyphens and things like that, these are more for journalistic style of writing. It is a well-known fact that the banking system of many countries have structural defects that can collapse in a few years. Common people are not controlling decisions of the governments. They can only vote for favourites that take decisions not looking back at the voters. Good, very good. Excellent. So very good. It's clear you've got a good understanding of this topic, and this paragraph is definitely easier to digest than this one. To conclude, the current financial system, global markets, few rich people. What few though? I don't understand. And a number of so-called presidents of democratic countries rule the world. Democracy as a power of ordinary people is not working anymore. Oh, okay. I believe this has to be changed soon. Using the internet is the only possibility for people to rule the countries by themselves. Fantastic. Okay, great work there. But we don't want to get bogged down with difficult to explain arguments. Go for clarity, which is attained with more basic arguments, but eloquently argued. I think that's the key there. Okay, so great work there. Let's keep on improving. Dear Sarah, Madam, my name is Raymond Peter. I'm contacting you for the following reason. During the last flight number, my luggage was lost. Fantastic. I would like to find an acceptable solution to this situation as soon as possible. Great. At the airport of New York, I registered at the reception and passed my suitcase to the service personnel. But after landing, I could not find my belongings. Thus, I was advised to write a claim. All the necessary documents and tickets as evidence you can find attached to this letter. Fantastic. If it is possible, please return my suitcase because inside were personal photos and professional equipment such as an audio recorder, Zoom, 4K camera, Panasonic. Okay, 4K Panasonic camera, I think you wanted to say there, and laptop, and HP laptop. The overall cost of the devices is more than $4,000. I'll send you the necessary documents proving the cost within the next day, or within the next few days, because I do not keep them with me, and I need to send a request to my wife first. Okay, I hope you will return my gadgets, but in case it is impossible, I suggest that I be given a full refund. Good. Please contact me at any time as soon as you get any information regarding my luggage, or you have additional questions, or you decide to refund. My direct number is, okay, yours faithfully, Raymond. Good. Excellent. How to wait for them to further contact you. Everything is done there. Well done. Great work there. Very succinct. Much easier to digest. Obviously, it's an easier subject as well. But great. Lots of necessary phrases in there. Okay. So well done there. Good work, Raymond.